All right, this is a video for algebra or pre-algebra or algebra 2 or pre-calc. What I want to do is show you how to navigate GeoGebra and how we're going to do that. So in your, when you're in Google Classroom here, all right, your stream has a lot of information on it, and that's all fine and good. But the main bulk of what you're going to find here is under classwork, okay? So under classwork, you'll find that we're in this topic of orientation. So right now we're just working on a couple of things here for orientation, and specifically we're going to work on GeoGebra in this video, all right? And so what I want you to do is I want you to click on the GeoGebra link here, okay? And what this is going to do is this is going to take you to the overall like GeoGebra website, all right? And you've got all these different things. You've got Start Calculator, you've got Classroom Resources, Ready for Tests, Great Apps. But what we're really concerned here is the powerful math apps, all right? And that's what I want you to be working on, all right? So if you're in an algebra class, we're going to be working with the calculator suite. So go ahead and click on that. All right, and automatically what that's going to do is open up the calculator suite. All right, and this is, if you're familiar with Desmos, this is very similar to Desmos. This program allows you kind of to do a lot more stuff that Desmos can't do. All right, and so we'll kind of use both, but mainly we'll be using GeoGebra. All right, so first things first, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to sign out real quick. But the first thing that you're going to want to do, so number one, make sure that your screen here looks the same as mine, and you see GeoGebra here, and then you see Calculator Suite. All right, that's what we're looking for. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to sign in. All right, so when I sign in, what we want you to use your Google account for this. All right, so here's your Google. Click on that button. I've got a bunch of different accounts, all right, but go ahead and just click on your school Google account. Now, it may prompt you to create an account, and that's okay. Just go ahead and create an account using your Google information, and then what you can try and do is try and log out and log back in. But in any case, you should see because my name is Joe, I'm going to see a J here, all right, for this, all right. So I have an account, I'm in my account, and once you see this screen, then you can start working, all right. So up over here, you have three different things. Here you've got your algebra, all right, you've got your tools, and you have your table, okay, and we'll be using all three of these, but right now, what I want you to do is I want you guys to go to your tools. All right, and so within tools, you have all these different things that you can do. You have basic tools, you can edit things, measure, transform, construct, lines, circles, and more. All right, so right now, all I want you guys to do is create a point. All right, so I'm going to click on this, and once I click on this, it tells you down here what to do. So select position or line, function, or curve. All right, so what we're going to do, since we don't have anything on our graph, we're just going to automatically put in a position. So I'm going to graph the point 2, 1. So I'm going to start here at my origin. I'm going to go over 2, up 1. I'm going to plot a point, and that's going to be point A. The next thing I'm going to do, because I've already have my point button highlighted, I'm going to go down and plot a point at 0, -1. All right, so start at 0, 0, 0, and I'm just going to go down 1 unit. All right, so there I'm going to plot a point there, and that's going to be point B. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go back to my move button. Or not, let's not do that. Let's go down to our line button. And we're going to create a line that goes through these 2 points. All right, you need 2 points to make a line. And when I click on line, notice how it says select 2 points or positions. All right, so I'm just going to select point A and then click on point B, and then I have a line there. Now notice that A and B are both kind of like on that line, and I want to move those. All right, now I can click on this button here, which is my move button. All right, or I can scroll back up here and also click up here. All right, so either one will work. But in any case, notice how um, my cursor, my mouse is a point, is like a pointer, and when I hover over things like B, it changes to the finger. All right, and I want to click on point B, click and drag that over so that it's not just all on that line, okay? And I can do the same thing for point A, so I can make it look nice and neat. All right, okay. Now, once I've done that, I want to go back up here and click on the Algebra button. And I want you to see something that once I create these things, okay, once I plot these points, it's going to just automatically show me what exactly I've done. And all this says is that A is equal to the point 2 comma 1. All right, so that's point A. Point B is a point on the y-axis at 0, -1, right here. Okay, and then when I created line AB, it gave me the equation y equals x minus 1. Okay, so we can come in here. We don't have to just do everything from our tools button. However, but we can also just type things in. So I'm going to click on the input button, and I'm going to type in y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, and what that's done is that's created another equation or another line here that shows up on the graph. Okay, so pretty cool stuff that we can do. And this is pretty much the same thing as what Desmos does, if you guys are familiar with that. But this just allows you to do more stuff, I feel like. All right, so at this point, all right, what I want to do then is let's go back into my tools. All right, click on our tools button. And I want to go into measure, and I want to measure my slope of each of these lines. Now, I don't see that here. So what I want to do is I want to scroll all the way down to more, and I can go up to measure, and I've got a lot more options when it comes to measure. So I'm going to click on the slope button. All right, and it just tells me to select a line, and I'm going to calculate the slope. So down here, I've got this slope, and I'm going to click move to move this, but it doesn't work. Never mind. And so from there, it calculated the slope of this line, all right, the rise over run. And so my M value is 3. Now, the next thing I want to do is calculate the slope of the other line, and that's going to pop up here, and that's going to show me a slope of 1. All right, so we go up 1 over 1. All right, so we can measure the slope. We can do all these cool things. It's pretty slick. So, all right, so that's all I got for that. All right, last thing I want you to do on this is click on the text button. All right, and it says select position or existing point. Now, if I just come over anywhere in here and click in there, I can then type in any text that I want. All right, so I'm going to type in, for this, I want you to type in your name. All right, and we're going to call this Geogebra Day 1. All right, and we're going to put today's date. I'm making this video on the 2nd, so whenever you get this into me, just put that date in there, and we're good to go. All right, so I'm going to click OK, and then that text pops up here. Now, notice that, I still have text highlighted. If I wanted to move this, I would need to either hit this move button, all right, which I'm going to do, or I can click up here, scroll up and click the move button. And at that point, I can move this around so that it's there. All right. Now, this is all I want you to do for this assignment. Okay, we're just kind of messing around, and once you're done with this, you guys can go back into Geogebra and you can type in all sorts of stuff and play around with these tools and see what you can do. All right, but the one thing I want to do is I want to share this. All right, I want to share this as an assignment on Google Classroom. So I'm going to come up to here, and this is my my share button to get like a link or whatever. So when I click this, all right, all of a sudden it's going to prompt me to save this. All right, and you can call this whatever you want. I'm simply just going to call this Geogebra Day 1, and call that good. All right, so in order to do this, you have to be signed in order to save. All right, and in order to share a link. Okay, make sure that this portion down here says shared. All right, and then we're going to click save. Okay, so it's saving, and it's telling me that down here that it's saving. But then let's let it think for a minute. It's got to save. Okay, now this is the important thing. Now this has now created a link, all right? And what you want to do is you want to click the copy button, all right? And once you click the copy button, it's in there. Now you go back to this orientation assignment. All right, and when you get in here, I'm going to view assignment instructions. Okay, once you're in here, all right, I don't want, and Angie, sorry, you're already on here. Angie submitted it as a comment, all right, and while that can work, we don't want that. What we want to do is you'll see the submit button, and you'll want to create that, and then submit a link and submit it into there. We don't want to add our links to the class comments. So sorry, Angie, you're on this, but your link will work and all that. But we don't want to submit it into class comments. We want to actually turn it in. So. But yeah, that's it. So that's all you would need to do. And then once you're done with that, guys, I'll grade it and send it back to you. But let's go ahead and try and take care of that if you have not already. Okay. And we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.